First words of Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Be possible for a president to nominate and to have confirmed my replacement. That's the kind of thing that's in my mind. There have been delays, you know, when the parties split between control of the Senate and control of the presidency. And sometimes long times pass. And I would prefer that my own retirement, my own membership on the court, not get involved in what I'd call those purely political issues.
So the fact that it was a Democratic president and a Democratic majority in the Senate played a role.
Did it play some role? Could have, but it would depend on what the Republicans were.
Let's talk about the future of the court. This summer, Justice Alito made a speech in which he talked about the Dobbs decision. And he is.
I had the honor this term of writing, I think, the only Supreme...
Go to hell.
What really wounded me was when the Duke of Sussex addressed the United Nations and seemed to compare the decision whose name may not be spoken.
After what the court did in this last term, can you honestly say, because they're going to be hearing cases on affirmative action, on voting rights, can you honestly say that any precedent is safe anymore?
Look, I'll show you something.
So say it, is that your Bible? Is that your Bible in there? Fuck that goddamn Bible. It's the goddamn Constitution.
This is the Constitution.
Yes, I was going to...
I was going to ask you, we all want to know, have you ever showed that to the fucking Republicans, dumbasses? Because I don't think they've ever goddamn read it. All they want to do is snort cocaine and eat chili dogs, and I'm all out of chili dogs. Look, all they're worried about is snorting, shooting, drinking, puffing, smoking, fucking sucking.
Just so you're armed. Okay.
Because people ask me questions and I can look it up. So you see it. Look, first words of Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Alito thinks there are not as many people who are religious. When I look at it, I think at the time they wrote this, there were maybe 4 or 5 religions in the United States. And today there are 100. And he thinks perhaps we should pay more attention in the Constitution, even if we're secular, even if we're not religious, to those words religion. And I think what this means, where you have a country with 100 religions, and by the way, people feel very strongly about their religion, that we ought to pay a lot of attention.
Sir, you are just a striking man. I'm just over here all fucking diddly-diddly-dee, or
Cases in a way that will prevent social discord stemming from religion.
You talk about social harmony, but when the court undoes a right that people have lived with for half a century, doesn't that very much shake the authority of the court?
Did I like this Dobbs decision? Of course I didn't. Of course I didn't. Was I happy about it? Not for an instant. Did I do everything I could to persuade people? Of course. Of course. But there we are. And now we go on. And we try to work together. I mean, it's a little corny what I think, but I do think it.
From the vantage point of being 84 and 28 years on the court, how concerned are you about the state of the country today and the polarization and the fact that you may have had one view of an issue, I had a different view, but we both agreed on the ground rules, and that no longer seems to exist in this country, at least in some quarters. How discouraged are you? How worried are you about them?
Worried. Devastated? No. We've had bad times before, and we pull ourselves out, not to necessarily make everything